Spencer, it finished 2-2 at home to Hampton and Richmond Borough this afternoon. What are your thoughts after the draw?
I thought it was a very disappointing performance from ourselves, to be fair. I think when you've led twice in the game, we've given away 2 of the poorest goals we've given away this season, which is rare. We've led both times, and particularly at the start of the second half, total dominance. They couldn't get out their half. We didn't have a huge amount of chances. Their keepers made an absolute worldly from Kev Locko in the first half. We say, I haven't seen it yet, there's a Stonewall penalty there. The referee, anytime we went near the keeper, blew. And Jack Turner hasn't had a shot to save, and we've conceded 2 poor goals, and bar a little bit of set-piece pressure in the last 5 minutes, we underperformed. You've got to give Hampton credit. They came and sat back, and I sympathise with Gary. I think he had about 8 midfielders playing, and they worked really hard from him, and we've given away 2 soft goals of our own doing. So it is 2 points dropped. It was a flat performance. There are no excuses. We talked about it. It was the same team minus Jack Ball, who was ill. We're just disappointed. I think it probably shows you how far we've come, actually, because besides sort of 5 minutes in the second half where we played some really good stuff down here on the right hand side and got in 3 or 4 times, we've had lots of set pieces and haven't been hungry enough. And you see what it meant to Hampton at the end there. They were thrilled with it, and I suppose that shows you how far we've come. It's another game unbeaten in the league, but I'm disappointed with the performance overall. Far too many 5, 6 out of 10s. Had to make a change at half time. Very poor communication from us, and as I said, I will take the positive. We didn't get beat, and besides a deflected shot that came from them, they didn't really hurt us at all. But we haven't done enough. I said the keeper's made 1 great save. We had so many set pieces. We've had a few snapshots, etc., but we haven't done enough to win the game, and 2 poor goals. So we go home with a point, disappointed, and we move on.
And another goal at home for Hish. Great to see a penalty finally hit the back of the net.
Yeah, no, I certainly, when we get a penalty, I'm certainly not thinking goal. I just think I don't understand why we started playing casually out the back. It led to their first goal. Pitch is very difficult at the moment, which is very common at this time of the year, and we were hurting them with our pace, and we stopped doing it. And I said it was just a flat performance from us. It can happen, and I said, generally in there, I said to the players that, we have to realise that we've set our standards very high. And as much as it was a 2-2 game, and normally you'd look back and go, what an exciting game, it wasn't really. I didn't think it was a good game. I said, besides Amati, that we gifted him a goal from a giving away position and not dealing with it. Hampton didn't really threaten us until the end there. Two very poor goals, and Jack's almost a spectator, but we've not done enough. So credit to Hampton for sticking in there, and they could have nicked it at the end there. I mean, the last 5-10 minutes we've run out of gas, and we've had to deal with set pieces, but we're better than that. I'm disappointed right now. I suppose any point in the National League's not a bad point, and obviously more so away from home at home, but we've come away disappointed, so I'm going to take the positives. That shows you how far we've come this season.
And just the 4 subs, and you brought Liam Ferdinand back into the fold. What was the decision making there?
Yeah, there's a lot going on, an awful lot going on. I'm not going to go into details now, but it's the time of the year where we are going to make a few changes. There will be 2 or 3 out, mainly on loan, that haven't been playing. There were deals that were actually done yesterday, but due to paperwork didn't go through, and we're hoping to bring 2 or 3 in. There is so much that goes on in a football club. It's not just, you pick your first 11 and on you go. Players are obviously frustrated they're not getting game time. We have all types of agreements with players, gentlemen's agreements, contract agreements, where we have to look at what's going to happen in the second half of the season, and tough decisions have to be made. Clearly Hisham needs some support. Ferdy's just come back from surgery, so he needs to potentially go out, and was agreed to go out. And we need to bring 2 or 3 in. We're very light on the squad. Jack Wall was ill, so we have to look at a lot of things. Finances, another massive one. This club is not going to change its stance. We just can't compete with these other clubs on that basis. So we have to look very seriously about where we are strong in an area, and where perhaps we're not so strong and we need to strengthen, and obviously the books have to balance. So we've had a great start to this season, but there's a lot that goes into making decisions. Some will be popular, some probably won't be so popular, but we're not going to change our stance with it. it was the same 11 today that started at Wrexham Bar, CJ coming in for the sick Jack Ball. So, you know, obviously it's more squad players that are frustrated, and you know, we certainly need to strengthen in the striking department, and we're very close to doing that on more than one. And we'll see what be, and obviously we'll let the fans know as soon as things settle down in the next few days. But as I said, there has to be a number of ins and outs this time of the year. When you get to January, when you get all these contractual things looked at and the finances looked at, and where we could do, and we have players that potentially could be recalled, or you know, for whatever reason are going to leave. So a lot going on, and it all will come out when we get it finalised.
And we go to Welling United on Tuesday. What are your thoughts on them? First meeting with them this season?
Well, you know, they're a club that have had a complete rebirth financially and playing wise since surviving in the division by the skin of their teeth last year, and the new owners have come in and backed the manager with if you believe what you read, a monstrous budget. They have got quality and everywhere. I mean, a really high quality team. That it's got to be fair, they're hit and miss. They started the season on fire. They're a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde. They've got some fantastic players. They can go and beat Havant at Waterlooville at home and then lose at Weymouth at home next game. So that probably tells you a lot. At Tuesday night, very difficult. They've had an extra 17, 18 hours to prepare. I know they were here watching today. I don't think they would have gone away particularly worried. They're a very big, strong side. They've had a couple of injuries last night, so whether they'll be fit or whatever. And as I said, like us, they're probably looking to change 2 or 3 as well. So look, every game in the National South is very difficult. On a Tuesday night, getting around the M25 into a difficult ground, you can't park, very difficult, is a tough one. But as I said, we're looking forward to every game. You know, with the greatest respect to clubs of last year or the year before that, we're in the National League and we're enjoying it. There'll be a decent attendance there. It'll be a very tough game, and we know we have to work very hard to win games. And so I think we've slightly let ourselves down today with our quality, and we look forward to try and put that right on Tuesday night.
Brilliant. Thanks, Spencer, and best of luck on Tuesday.
Thank you.